So, Anthem isn't selling well. The 10-hour trial didn't help. I guess EA expects you to put 1,000 hours in Anthem then, huh? Having a 10-hour trial for most games seems like a dream come true. If they gave a 10-hour trial for Battlefield 1, you'd have plenty of time to complete the campaign and still have a few hours left over to play online. But in Anthem's case, it doesn't give you enough time to complete the main campaign, but instead gives enough time to realize that the game is too repetitive and probably not worth owning. What makes Anthem even more disappointing is that it actually has potential, but doesn't use it, kinda like Gohan in Dragon Ball Super. The one thing that Anthem has going for it is actually a big thing, the gameplay. If a new Iron Man game in the same style of PS4 Spider-Man comes out, it should control just like Anthem. Flying feels very natural, and I actually like the overheating mechanic because it forces you not to completely rely on flying away in combat, and your suit will be immediately cooled if you touch water. Like flying, all the special attacks your Iron Man suit, which they call javelins in this game, can only be used once for a limited time. Once you get used to the combat, you can reach a rhythm of switching between your special attacks and guns, which is really satisfying. The variety of enemies are interesting too. You fight large alien bugs, alien soldiers, aliens with freaking laser beams, big ass aliens with shields. The variation of enemies also blends well with the variation of your special moves. Saving your stronger attacks for stronger enemies makes the gameplay more satisfying. The strongholds are definitely the best mode of the game. It's the most challenging mode of the game, with the largest number of enemies, and there is a big boss to get to fight at the end. It really feels amazing to take out a boss with your ult move. So this begs the question, how is the game bad if the gameplay is actually good? Well, pretty much everything else is bad. Anthem is like a giant EA hurricane where the core gameplay is the eye of the storm, and everything else surrounding it is a destructive mess you have to push through to get to the good stuff. The Origin logo even looks like a hurricane, so it has to be intentional. First of all, this game doesn't want you to play by yourself. The only mode you can play by yourself is the main campaign, and even then, the game still suggests you to play as a squad. Even though the Strongholds, a multiplayer-only mode, is my favorite part of the game, it doesn't make sense to me to play the campaign with others. Playing the game with 3 other people who are most likely better than me makes the game way too easy, and I end up barely doing anything in the mission because 3 other players beat me to it. So I decided to play the campaign mission solo, but the problem with that is it's way slower to level up and upgrade my gear and weapons that way than playing with a squad, even though you are doing way more work playing solo. So no matter if you play alone or not, there are major disadvantages you will face. The story of Anthem falls flat as well. It is very generic and all the characters are boring. All of their dialogue is trying so hard to make Anthem sound like this badass experience, but it ends up just sounding lame. It's a step up from Mass Effect Andromeda, but it still feels like it comes from the same family of crappy characters. It's just so disappointing that BioWare were once known as some of the greatest storytellers in gaming, with the Mass Effect and Dragon Age franchises. I imagine EA and BioWare's relationship has been like this in the past few years.
You jerk off?
Do I jerk off? Yeah. Yeah, I jerk off, yeah.
How many times a week?
Like, three, four times, maybe.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket. I myself, I jerk off at least twice a day.
Wow.
Once in the morning, right after I work out, and then once right after lunch.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Okay? I want to. That's not why I do it. I do it because I fucking need to. Think about it. You're dealing with numbers all day long. Decimal points, high frequencies, bang, bang, bang. Fucking digits. All very acidic, above the shoulders mustard shit. Right? It kind of can wig some people out. Right? You gotta feed the geese to keep the blood flowing. And keep the rhythm below the belt.
Done.
This is not a tip. This is a prescription. Trust me. If you don't, you will fall out of balance, split your differential, and tip the fuck over. Or worse yet, I've seen this happen, implode.
No, I don't want to implode, sir.
No, you don't.
I'm in it for the long run, you know?
Yeah, implosions are ugly.
Yeah.
Pop off to the bathroom, work one out anytime you can, and when you get really good at it, you'll fucking be stroking it, and you'll be thinking about money.
Anthem tries to create a story campaign and an online experience at the same time in an attempt to appeal to as many people as possible. But instead, it fails to bring both a solid campaign and engaging online experience. Since this game is more of a service than a finished product, it could change into something else in the future. Maybe they could actually add an expansion that just focuses on telling a Mass Effect-like story. Or better yet, just make Anthem a fully fleshed out MMO experience by replacing the boring hub world with an expansive lobby of other players you can chat with. A lot more game modes can be added, like Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, and Capture the Flag, but most importantly, a Battle Royale mode. They may have to limit the weapon upgrades, but this could be a Battle Royale for even people who hate Battle Royales. Controlling the various javelin would be a lot of fun, and a balanced squad of various javelin would be the key to success. Also, the fights would most likely be longer due to how the javelins function, making getting eliminated early feel less disappointing. Reviving should work the same way it does in the other game modes, where you are not eliminated until all your squad is unfunctional. But the changes I'm suggesting for the game are probably too much to ask BioWare and EA for. I was hoping that this would be a new era for EA since this game came out right after the very successful Apex Legends, but Anthem proved to us that EA is still EA. So in conclusion, especially after a 10-hour trial, I feel that I got to experience the best Anthem had to offer before it got too repetitive. I think Anthem would have sold a little better at launch if they gave out only a 1-hour demo instead, which would have given you just enough time to experience the great controls of the javelins and maybe see some potential in the campaign and story. But after releasing a 10-hour trial, it gave players plenty of time to realize that this game isn't worth purchasing. Let me know in the comments below if you think Anthem is worth owning or not, especially if you played the 10-hour trial. Also let me know what changes should be made to Anthem's updates, or if you think EA should just bury the game. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.